October 7th and the war that followed made it tragically clear that no Israeli citizen is safe from terrorism and missile attacks. In such times, we are fortunate to have Magen David Adom. Magen David Adom operates one of the most advanced and diverse fleets of emergency vehicles in the entire world, ensuring rapid and effective medical response across the state of Israel, saving lives when every second counts. I'm Yair Pinto, and this is My State, a program about current events, my belief in God, and my journey in the Holy Land. And behind me is a Magen David Adom helicopter, capable of reaching the most distant and dangerous areas of Israel. On October 7, these wings of salvation, guided by the brave angels who flew them, saved countless lives, evacuating many Israelis to safety in their greatest time of need. Magen David Adom was founded 94 years ago in 1930, when Tel Aviv residents began donating to support the organization's mission of rapid medical assistance. The first Magen David Adom ambulance was built shortly after, and the association's first aid station operated 24/7, led by volunteers. As the need for emergency medical services grew, Magen David Adom expanded across the country, and in 1936, Magen David Adom created Israel's first blood bank to save lives through blood transfusions, a concept that became critical during World War II and Israel's War of Independence. In 1950, Magen David Adom was officially recognized as Israel's national rescue organization, operating as Israel's equivalent to the Red Cross. Today, with 30,000 employees and volunteers, Magen David Adom runs 169 stations across Israel, responding to over 1.3 million emergency calls every year. The Magen David Adom Blood Bank also plays a vital role, collecting blood each year to support patients and the injured. Magen David Adom's highly advanced and diverse fleet ensures rapid medical response across Israel. This includes mobile advanced life support units, which are nothing short of a mobile intensive care unit. Mobile mass casualty units carry large quantities of first aid supplies, crucial during major emergencies, while command and control vehicles manage coordination during complex situations. Magen David Adom deploys basic life support ambulances, 4x4 ambulances for rugged terrain, motorcycles, electric bicycles, and rapid response vehicles for quick access in urban areas, and even seabulances for coastal rescues. Magen David Adom also operates 5 helicopters, which are essential not only for fast evacuations and critical care in remote areas, but also for the urgent transfers of blood supplies. Today I'm meeting Shafir Botner, who not only manages Magen David Adom's paramedic school, but also serves as a helicopter paramedic. Shafir worked tirelessly for an intense 72 hours straight on October 7 during the massive Hamas massacre that struck Israel and its people. Well, Shalom Shafir.
Shalom, shalom.
Thanks so much for having us here.
Thank you for having me.
In your home, away from home, I guess. Can you elaborate a little bit? Why did you decide to join Magen David Adom, and at what age you made the decision?
I am a second generation, so my father used to work in Magen David Adom. There is a unique program in Magen David Adom for youth volunteers. So I started as a volunteer at the age of 15, and there is a joke in my family and around colleagues that instead of red blood cells, I have small Magen David Adom cells inside my blood.
Shafir, I want to take you now to October 7, when Hamas launched its attack against Israeli communities. Where were you and what did you do on that morning of Saturday?
Well, it was my Saturday off, so I was at home with my family. I woke up, of course I saw a lot of sirens all over. Then I got messages from Mada that people are getting hurt around the country. Every time something like this is happening, I'm doing what I'm doing. Naturally, I'm just putting my uniforms on, went to my car, and I got a call, come to the helipad. A few minutes after I got here, I got a call from the dispatch center. In less than 5 minutes, you're going to have 3 severely injured soldiers in Sde Teman. Be prepared. And that was the first evacuation from here. For me, it was Saturday around noon. And since then, we had dozens of rounds of evacuating people from the south of Israel to the center or to Jerusalem. The pilots changed, refueling, restocking, and doing it over and over again. On Monday afternoon, we were asked to take 3 soldiers from Barzilai Hospital in Ashkelon to a bigger one, to a trauma center in Tel Aviv. The engines were fully working. The rotor was spinning in full speed, and suddenly we heard a huge explosion. We thought we got hit by a missile or something. I was already buckled. My partner, I saw him in less than a second from his seat, smashing on the wall, on the opposite wall. Everything inside was shaking. It was like being in a washing machine. We had an intercept just above us in the sky, and a big piece of metal, one of the missiles, just fell on the rotor and broke one of the blades.
Wow.
And the helicopter just fell apart. We had so much luck that we survived.
Wow, what a miracle. Maybe you can share with our viewers one story that you think is really encouraging or really touched your heart.
On Saturday afternoon, we landed near Kibbutz Bet Kama. In the field. We took 2 policemen and 1 young lady from the Nova Party. They were all injured at the Nova Party. And that policeman got shot during the morning in his stomach. He lost a huge amount of blood, and he was in between conscience. He was lying on the floor of the helicopter, and I was standing just above him. And he just pulled my jumpsuit and asked, "Please leave me alive, keep me alive. I have a new baby at home.
Wow.
Keep me alive for her." So, a few weeks later, I'm sitting at home during the evening time, and I'm getting a call from my brother-in-law, also a policeman, and he's telling me that he just visited a good friend of him that was evacuated during October 7 with a helicopter. And all he remembers is just it was with a helicopter. He doesn't know if it was a civilian, which means Magen David Adom helicopter, or military one. He doesn't remember anything. I said, of course, I don't know. I can't remember. I treated dozens of people. So he sent me a picture of him, and immediately I recognized him. He was a big guy with a bird. I said, you know what? That's him.
That's the guy.
That was the first moment I realized that he made it. And I was so happy for him and for his daughter, his new daughter. A few weeks afterwards, we met him just here. When he gave me a big hug, I realized that we are doing something meaningful, and saving life is not just a sentence or cliche.
So Shafir, you are also the instructor or teacher in the school for volunteers for Magen David Adom. Could you share how was teaching new recruits in this past year?
People may not know, but Magen David Adom is the biggest volunteer organization in Israel. We are operating this system with more than 30,000 volunteers. Only 10% of it are employees of Magen David Adom. Maybe people don't know another fact, that Magen David Adom is training the paramedic for the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force.
Personally, from fighting in the Gaza Strip, we had the paramedics with us in the tanks, with the infantry units.
Every front unit, even small one, have a paramedic.
Yeah, that's the first person you want to be with you when you go into a battle.
Absolutely.
Usually in wars, there is this laws that you don't attack the Red Cross, and Hamas was not abiding by these laws. Hamas launched attacks against Magen David Adom ambulances, staff, and many were killed on this day.
Not just Hamas was not obeying those rules, we were targeted. The first thing they wanted to do is to target the ambulances in the kibbutzim, the people they saw with NDA jackets or uniforms. We lost many personnels. Many of my colleagues, volunteers and employees got shot inside ambulances while driving to give help. One of the most famous and shocking videos was ambulance in Ofakim. The driver got shot while driving one of the helicopter, completely destroyed.
Tough. So what are your hopes for Israel's future?
My hopes, first of all, is to have all our hostages back. Then to release Israel from the ongoing threats from Iran and all her proxies around Israel. You have to remember that Israel is on the front line, but it's not just our war. We are doing the work for the rest of the world right now. You must support us, even for yourself.
Can you show me the helicopter and how does it work?
My pleasure. So that's a flying intensive care unit. So we have 2 stretchers.
Can I go in?
Yeah, sure. This is the place that you sit. Now you are the paramedic.
And with this, I communicate with the rest of the team.
And we also have earbuds for the patient if they can hear us. We are, by the way, one of the few civilian organizations that gives blood. Usually it's more related to military units.
Really? While on the air?
While on the air.
You mentioned that on October 7th, you got a helicopter and basically you just stripped it out and placed patients on the floor.
On the floor. We are calling it afterwards Vietnam style.
Yeah.
Because we landed for a very short period of time on the ground. We just took the person, put them inside.
Yeah, just to save lives.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Yeah. Whatever it takes.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Whatever it takes.
Can we sit in the pilot seat? Please say yes. I will not touch any buttons, I promise.
Yeah, you can do that.
Thank you.
That's a little bit more complicated from your Tesla.
Yeah, right? A little bit more buttons.
A little bit, yeah.
Not for tall people, this helicopter.
It's not a simple or easy thing to do, to fly a helicopter. Pilots are, 100% of them are used or still flying at the Israeli Air Force. They're doing shifts, ending the shifts, going to the military, flying to Gaza or Lebanon, ending the shift over there, going home, changing, coming back here, doing the different mission.
Different mission, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. In times of unimaginable crisis, heroes like Shafir Botner and the teams at Magen David Adom stand as a beacon of hope. Israel, unlike most countries, faces emergency situations that go far beyond the typical civilian crisis, with threats of terrorism and war ever present. Yet, Magen David Adom's unwavering dedication and courage in the face of these dangers save lives daily, reminding us of the strength and resilience of the human spirit. As they remain on the front lines, we owe them our deepest gratitude and unwavering support. So guys, please keep these courageous men and women in your prayers as they continue to safeguard Israel's civilians. May God protect them in their sacred mission. Let us also pray for the safety of all Israeli civilians during these difficult times, for our soldiers fighting on all fronts, for the return of our hostages, and never cease praying for the peace of Jerusalem. Okay, so we just got permission to fly this helicopter, so see you in the sky, guys. Nah, just kidding.
Hello, this is Mati here in Jerusalem with TBN Israel.
This is Yair Pinto from TBN Israel here in Jerusalem. TBN Israel is keeping viewers informed with Israel-focused news, culture, and what God is doing in this land.
Support TBN Israel today online at tbn.org/Israel. Thank you.